Greetings. In today's lesson, I want us to recap with patterns in addition and subtraction. So today we're only going to focus on the certain questions that I have down here. So the first question says, fill in the missing number. So now what you're supposed to do, so we are given A, which is 3 plus is equal to 10. So what do? I check, okay, since I have a 3, for me to get a 10, what happens? So they added something. What did they add? So if I say 3 plus 6, do I get a 10? No. If I say 3 plus 5, do I get a 10? No. What if I say 3 plus 7? Do I get a 10? Yeah, I do get a 10. So I'm going to say 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. Okay, so there the answer is going to be a 7. B says 17 plus is equal to 20. Same applies here. You're going to check, okay, for me to get a 20, what happened to the 7? So 17, sorry. So if I say 3 plus 17, do I get a 20? Yes, I do get a 20. So the answer there is going to be a 3. Okay. C says 90 plus is equal to 100. So same here, you check, what did they add to 90 for them to get a 100? So if I say 90 plus 10, I do get a 100. So the answer there is a 10. So D, 85 plus is equal to 100. So you check, what did they do to 85 for us to get a 100? So if I say 85 plus 15, do I get a 100? Yes, I do get a 100. So it means that the answer there is going to be a 15. It says 78 plus is equal to a 100. So same thing. You check, okay, what did they do to 78 for me to get a 100? So if I say 22, do I get a 100? So let's see. 7 plus 2 is going to be 8, 9. 8 plus 2 is 10. So 90 plus 10 is what? Is 100. So it means that here they added a 22. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you are done with addition. So let's jump to subtraction. So F says 140 minus is equal to 100. So you apply the same rule. Okay, what did they do to 140 for me to get a 100? They subtracted a 40. So you're going to write your 40 there. Okay, and then G says 341 minus is equal to 300. What did they do to 341? They subtracted a 41. So you're going to write your 41 there. H 945 is equal to minus is equal to 800. So you check, what did they do to 945? They subtracted a 145. So you're gonna write your 145. So if you say 945 minus 145, it's equals to 800. I, it's a 864 minus is equal to 800. So you check, what did they do? What did they subtract? They subtracted a 64. So you write your 64 there. J says 985 minus equal to 850. What did they subtract? 135. And my 3 is not good looking, so it's 35. So if they subtract 135, we're going to remain with 850. So we got that, we got that, we got that, and we got that, and that. And you are done with addition and subtraction. If you are given a number on the right, an unknown, and a number that it is equal to. So let's jump to number 2. So number 2 is dealing with calculation. So it says, calculate the following. So now you are given 2 things. So let's say you are given 6, 4, 4. You are given 0, 2, 1. And then you're supposed to add. What do? You're going to say that plus that, that's 4. That plus that, that's 6. That plus that is equal to 7. And then you are done with A. So the answer there is 764. Number 2, or letter B, it's 143. So it's 143 plus 251. And then you have your plus there. What do you do? That plus that, it's going to give you a 5. That plus that, it's going to give you a 9. That plus that, it's going to give you a 2. And you are done with number 2, or letter B. So C, we have 1, 2, 6, 8. 1, 2, 6, 8 plus 4, 2, 3. Then we have a 1 plus there. That plus that. Okay, so let's put it like this. So that plus that, it's going to give us a 12. So we're going to put a 2 there. We're going to carry a 1 there on the tens. Why am I carrying a 1? Because I got an answer as 12. So we took the 10, we put it on top. So this one represents the 10. So now I'm going to say 7 plus 2, I get a 8. 8 plus 1 is going to be a 9. So I'm going to write my 9 there. Okay. So 2 plus 3 is going to give me a 5. So I write my 5 there. And then 1 plus empty, I write my 1 there. So that's the answer for C. I hope that made sense. So now we come to D. So let me just clear this. It's like I'm going to need a lot of space for this one. So D says we have 2, 3, 7, 2 plus 7, 8, 2, 1 over and a plus there. What do I do? That plus that is equal to 7, 8, 9. So that's 9. That plus that is equal to, let me see, so it's okay, it's gonna be 15. So I'm gonna write my 5 there, and then I put my 1 there. Let me change color with the 1. So 1 for carrying. And then we have 2 plus 3 plus 2 is gonna be a 5. 5 plus the 1 that is carrying there is gonna be a 6. And then 2 plus 1, we get a 3. I hope this made sense. So let's jump to subtraction. So removal of that gone. So we have 9 to 8. We have 4, 7, 1. And then we have the line. We have the negative there. So that minus that, we're going to get a 4. That minus that, very impossible. What do? We come to the neighbor. Can I please have 1? And then you remain with 8. That side we have a 1 there. What do? Now I'm going to say 12 minus 7. So if I say 12 minus 7, I'm going to remain with 5. So I'm going to have my 5 there. And then now I have 8 minus 1, which is going to be a 7. And then you are done with number or letter F. E, sorry. So now let's jump to F. F says we have 6, 5, 4 minus 2, 4, 5 over. So that minus that, we remain with 2. That minus that, we remain with 1. That minus that, we remain with 1. And you are done. Very, very simple. You are done with F. So jumping to G. Let me just remove that. G says we have 2, 6, 8, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1 over minus on the side. So that minus that is going to be a 2. That minus that is going to be a 4. That minus that is going to be, let me see, it's 4 also. That minus that is a 1. And then you are done with G. I hope this is making sense. So jumping to H. Beautiful numbers there. So we have 25, 418. We have 4, 3, 3, 4, 1 over, and then minus there. So what do? 8 minus 4, we get a 4. 1 minus 3, very impossible. What do? We come to the neighbor. Can I borrow? So here you're going to remain with 3, sorry, and then you're going to carry 1 there. Now you're going to say 11 minus 3. So 11 minus 3, let me think. I think the answer is 8. So I'm going to have my 8 down here. And then 3 minus 3, 0. 5 minus 4, 1. 2 minus 1, 1. And then you are done. I hope this made sense.